Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So I'm actually in a cafe at the moment filming this week's weekly video. I had a few hours between clients, so I thought I would do this now. And yeah, today, as you can see on the screen, I'm going to screen record. I did my blood test today, and I've done blood tests over the years a few times, and I thought it'd make an interesting video. So what you're going to see on the screen here on the right, which is the pictures. So on the right, well, the left side of the right here, obviously where I'm out of shape, this was the heaviest I've ever been, well, when I started tracking my scale weight. This was back in 2022, and on the left there you're going to see my blood work, which is my testosterone, which was in a medium range. It's around 568, so 560. So yeah, the normal range for males is around 200, I think, up to around 900. So I'm in the middle, right? But obviously I'm extremely out of shape in this current condition. And then the condition you're going to see on the right is me at the moment. So I literally took this picture a few days ago, maybe last week. And yeah, I'm going to be comparing the blood work from each phase, guys, right? So because I feel like a lot of people, they say, like, oh, you need to bulk up to build muscle, especially as a natural. If you don't know, I'm a professional natural bodybuilder, so we don't have as many tools as the assisted boys have to build muscle. So a lot of natural bodybuilders say you've got to gain a lot of weight to build muscle and so on. And I've been there and done it, guys. I've done it both ways. I've done it where I gained a ton of weight, as you can see here on the left. I mean, I compete at 72 kg and I pushed all the way up to 93 kg in this photo in off season, right? And then I've done other off seasons where I've gained like 20 pounds body weight, and I would definitely say I made more progress when I gained less weight than when I gained more weight. And not to mention that you just have to diet a lot longer, which no one wants to do, right? And it's a stress on the body, and also you're at risk of losing muscle. So even if you gain a little bit extra muscle, as you can see, I'm quite big there on the left, you're going to lose that extra bit of tissue when you diet back down, because you've got to do such a long and potentially extreme dieting phase, right? So it's debatable what to do. I feel like the dirty bulking or the heavy bulks have its place for a certain individual, maybe someone that's a beginner to training, someone that's younger. I definitely think like you have to spend a period of time doing that. But someone like myself, who's been training 15, 16 years now, and at my current age, there's no real benefit really for me to go up to this body weight, as you can see on the screen here. And I've got another video as well, actually. I'll just go on to that now. Okay, guys, here you have the video of what I was looking at the time, just to give you more of an insight. And as you can see, yeah, high body fat. I estimate I'm around 30% body fat here. Yeah. And I was extremely unhealthy, guys. Like, I mean, I was having heart palpitations at the time. I mean, I was having like a cheat meal pretty much every single day at this point, and I was trying to drive that body weight up as much as possible. And yeah, I was super strong in the gym. Like, it does have some benefits to it, but also a lot of negatives, right? And does it actually yield more muscle growth? And I disagree. I actually think it doesn't. But that being said, one thing that I do think is beneficial for is building strength, right? Of course, the more weight you have on the body, the stronger you're going to be. And I was definitely at my strongest weight there, and I was lifting weights I've never really lifted before, and I felt really confident and comfortable in the gym. But I would say, like, I've carried that strength on the way back down, and I'd like to say I'm pretty strong even at the moment in my current condition on the right here. So anyway, that's the body composition there. So the next thing I'm going to show you guys now is going to be the middle blood work now. So I recently did a competition, and I also have blood work to show that as well. So this was, no, this is the, oh yeah, this is the blood work of when I recently competed, guys. So this was, this photo when I'm out of shape was back in 2022. So we're now just entered 2025, January at the moment, right? So that was a long time ago. And then I recently competed 17 weeks ago now, and I got my blood test. So as you can see, this is September the 13th, right, 2024. So dieting down for competition, this is what we currently look like. So I'll just show you some of the shots on the right here. So this is my condition. So as you can see, the testosterone, so from my peak off season years ago was around 500, and then this was around a week before competition. I'm down to 300 here, guys. So yeah, this is what to expect as a natural bodybuilder if you're thinking of doing shows, competing. This is what, like, you got to obviously bring conditioning. Everyone who wants to compete, what's the point in doing it? Bring the best condition you possibly can. And yeah, like, this is the sort of thing to expect. You're going to lose your testosterone levels. They go into drop as a natural, guys. We can't expect to keep them high. As you can see here, I'm pretty shredded, right? Like, as they say, you know, in real good body composition. So this is a back shot here. As you can see, there's not much body fat left on me. Not a lot there at all. Glutes are coming in as well. You can see some lines in the glutes. And again here, I think this was a bit closer to my final show of the season. Again, really lean, guys. But you have to expect your testosterone is going to suffer from this. Your energy levels are going to suffer, you know. That's just something you have to expect when dieting for competitions. See, my legs are lean. There's not much body fat left on me, guys. But as a sacrifice, you lose that testosterone. So when we're dieting, we're not really thinking about building muscle. If anything, we're just trying to maintain and hold on to the muscle tissue that we've got, or minimize the damage and the loss of the tissue that we have. And we're not really building in that phase. And then I'm going to take you to the next blood work, which is what I just did recently, right? So now this is the most recent blood test that I just did literally 2 days ago. And as you can see here, guys, I've pushed all the way up to 580. So I've pretty much doubled my testosterone in 17 weeks post competition. So as you can see, I was really shredded there. And I'll just get this picture. This is what I'm currently looking like now. The photo on the right is my current composition. So I've gained around 12 pounds. Let me just show on this. We get a photo over the competition photo. Let's go for this one. So yeah, from this position to this position, so this is my competition. I've gained around 12 pounds from here to this on the right now, and it's took me around 17 weeks post show. And yeah, I'm feeling good at the moment. Training's really good, energy's good. I definitely feel like my testosterone's increased. And yeah, this current testosterone level 580 is slightly higher than the bulk, the max bulk weight, right? When I was 205 pounds, right now I'm 172 pounds on the right side here. And it just goes to show, guys, like, bulking has its place. Like, you definitely can't stay shredded like in this position on the left. Like, that's going to be detrimental, right? Your testosterone levels down, your hormones are crashed, you're feeling terrible. But you don't need to bulk to the extreme like I did when I went 205. Like, as you can clearly see, I've gained 12 pounds and my testosterone levels are much higher. They've doubled the amount as a natural, and I'm 31 years of age as well, so I'm not like young, and I'm able to do that. Then you're going to ask me, like, what did you change? What was different? Ultimately, guys, I just gained more body fat, right? And at a slow rate, where I was able to manage just how much I was gaining, because the slow rate of the increase on the way back up minimizes the amount of fat gained, right, on the frame. And yeah, I increased my fat content in my diet. As you know, when you're dieting, you need low calories, and usually it comes from in the form of a low fat diet. That's one I like to follow when I'm dieting. So then when I increase my food and try and increase my body weight, I increase my fat content, which is good for hormones, right? Good for increasing testosterone and so on. And yeah, trying to eat somewhat clean diet. I mean, I do have the odd cheat meal, but a bit less cheat meals than when I was at my peak bulk weight. I mean, I said I was having one cheat meal every day at that point, plus my normal meals. I'd have my normal 3-4 meals a day, and then a cheat meal on top of that at the end of the night. At the moment, I'm doing probably a cheat meal every 3 or 4 days, maybe twice a week. So that's the difference in what I'm doing now. And I'm definitely like drinking less alcohol. But that being said, it's a Christmas period now. I just had a few nights out, maybe 8 or 9 nights out, and I've just done my blood work, and my testosterone is up. So it just goes to show, guys, like keeping your body fat in check is super important for just your hormones, and it's going to put you in the best possible position to uptake and build new muscle tissue. And you don't need to go crazy high body scale weights above your stage weight. And as I'm making this video, I'm potentially thinking about competing again this year. This will be my 4th season in a row competing, guys, and it just goes to show, like, the reason I'm able to compete every year is because I've got a good system in place where when I'm doing my preps, I diet down the right way, the right amount of rate of loss per week, not too extreme. And then when I increase as well, I've made the mistakes in the past years ago when I was an amateur bodybuilder, right? Now I'm a professional, and I live, and even just like the year before I became professional and won my pro card, I was living like a professional bodybuilder. I was following all the WNBF pros, and I was like, what are they doing? What do I need to do differently? And I was just emulating that and putting my own tweak on it. And ever since I won my pro card, like I've just really not allowed myself to be rubbish, right? I'm like, you're a professional bodybuilder. You need to live and apply the lifestyle of that to your life, because you can't be rubbish. You're not rubbish, you know. You're a professional athlete, and that was the best thing that happened that I took from winning the pro card. It just made me level up my bodybuilding life, my business life, like everything. It just gave me that confidence, like, okay, you are good at this. You're good at what you do, and you can't slack off too much, right? And that's going to yield the best results. It's going to build the physique. I'm making progress even now today, and I've got tons more progress, tons more muscle that I feel I can still add to my frame. Obviously, as you get older and you get to the level I'm at, it's going to slow down a little bit, but as you can see here, guys, just following these basic principles, you can definitely increase your testosterone, but you have to make sure that you stay within that reference responsive range that I like to talk about. And that responsive range is going to be different for every individual, because everyone's genetics are different, and where their body fat set point wants to be does alter. But I do believe you can kind of slowly reset this body fat set point if you do what I've done over the years. Like, if you're doing these crash diets and you're losing 50 pounds and you're gaining 50 pounds straight after, which is what I have previously done, it's like a spring, right? Your body wants to spring back to that point. Whereas if you, over time, all right, I'm not going to gain 50 pounds, I'm going to gain 20 pounds, and then eventually then I'm only going to gain 10 pounds, you're slowly, like, what's the word I'm trying to say? You're shortening that spring, basically. Your body doesn't want to rebound, and it doesn't want to spring back as wide. But that takes time. That literally has took me like 3 years, I would say, the process. Like right now, I can push up 5 to 10 pounds above my stage weight, shredded on the left here, and I'm relatively comfortable. All cravings have pretty much stopped, and it's just easy for me, guys. It's easy for me to stay in shape. It's easy for me to go and enter and do another bodybuilding prep again, and I know my recovery post-show is not going to be that difficult or harsh as it was in the past, because believe me, in the beginning when I started this bodybuilding journey, it was very difficult. I struggled for 3 to 6 months post-show, potentially even longer than that. And it did take me a lot of time, and I gained a ton of weight too fast and all the rest of it, right? And it's just not healthy. I speak to a lot of bodybuilders, even natural bodybuilders who are professionals, and they say these sort of individuals I've spoken to, they're like, oh, how long did it take you to recover post-show? And I'm like, oh, around 2 months, like, maybe. And they're like, what, 2 months? It took me like a year. And I'm like, yeah, well, how often do you compete, mate? And they're like, oh, I don't know, like once every 4 years. Like, and it's like, yeah, that's why, because your body's not used to it. Like, I've been competing now for 3 years in a row. 3 years in a row, I've done the same thing: gain weight, lost weight, gain weight, lost weight, right? And my body is used to it, and I've also acquired the skills and the knowledge that I know what I need to be doing at certain levels. I know what tweaks I need to make to the diet at certain levels, and ultimately, this is why I believe I'm a good coach, right? And I apply what I've learned over the years, and I apply it to my clients that I coach. And yeah, with that being said, guys, this is the end of the video. I hope you can take some value from this. Like I said, there is a time and a place to bulk, but you got to make sure that you don't overstep the mark in terms of that. But every individual is going to be different, every person's going to be different, and yeah, every case is going to be different, right? So you're going to have to do different things. Don't take my word for anything that I've said here. Just kind of use it and maybe apply certain things to your own journey. And a little bit of a shameless plug at the end: I am an online coach, and I am taking on clients, whether it's lifestyle clients, you're looking to lose some body fat and build some muscle, or if you're competition clients, you're looking at doing your first show, you're looking at going for a pro card, or you may even be a professional already and you're looking for a coach to get you to level up. I can definitely help you with that. So my links are in the description. Just send me a message maybe on Instagram and I can get back to you there, summers.93_. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll see you next week.